Hey, how we going, guys? Mick here, Not Cartel, back with another kick-ass beer review. Today I'm going to review the Ocean Reach Brewing Company's ORB-X 002 Kveik NEIPA. 6.5%, 375ml can, 1.9 standard drinks. These guys hail out of Cows, Phillip Island. Can statement goes, big tropical flavour bomb, resinous notes accompanied by a velvety malt finish. Hops use are Zaka, Mosaic, malts are pills, wheat and oats, and using the Voss strain Kveik yeast. So, looks like a new one on the market, a new release from these guys. I think they were in the processes of moving to a new outfit, probably to a bigger system or to their own system. I don't know the story behind it. I'm just a bit of a message along the grapevine that I heard that they could have possibly not had much to offer at the moment due to the fact that they were moving establishments or upgrading establishments or something like that. So here goes. I might be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you know anything about it, do put it in the comments. Wow, that's a nice colour. Nice orange, definitely showing up on the camera nicely. That is exactly what I'm seeing here in person. Really love these guys, the can art with their so much going on. There's laboratory equipment and flasks and tubes and test tubes, you know, things like that. So really good. So ORB-X, mad science experiments in a beer. Not much of a head there, sort of a half finger. Colour is absolutely on point, what I expect from a NEIPA. Aroma, pine, resinous, Azaka and Mosaic, wasn't it? Yeah, so yeah, I expect some sort of pine, Mosaic, melon. Mosaic's it's a very what's the word? Would I say as a temperamental hop? When you use it throughout the brewing process, throws so many different things. The Azaka, very much for me, I found that sort of just two-dimensional sort of hop works well at the top end. Sort of works well around about the middle of the scheme of the process. Mosaic I've found to work pretty much good along most of the process of the fermentation, brewing, mashing. Sorry, not mashing, but in the boil process. Not picking up a hell of a lot. Let's hope the flavour profile actually extends a little bit more onto the nasal palate, and I can give a bit more of a description. But I'm picking up a lot of pine, slight malt, some heavy malts, only on this very much slightness, and some melon, as I mentioned. Cheers, see how we go. Like I'm finding it with my very own, which just went on the tap yesterday, force carved, using the Fram Garden variety or strain of the Kveik yeast. The yeast seems to be the dominating the flavour and aroma descriptor within my home brew here, and I'm finding it is pretty much the same here. So the Voss is definitely what the main character of this beer is. You don't pick up a lot of malt behind that. Mine went sort of heavier on the crystal, which I'm finding with this one. It might be just a throw from the Kveik yeast that I'm picking up across the brews, but mine is very similar in I wouldn't say colour, because it is very dark, and I'm feeling mine's probably a little bit oxidised, but I think it's very much oxidised. It could be just the I've used probably 500 grams of crystal, medium crystal, in this recipe. Smells fine, tastes fine. The appearance I'm not too happy about. Is a massive difference there in the two colours. But you look at the can and it actually, you know, it does outline the fact that there's a Kveik yeast using this NEIPA, and they want that to be sort of the standout selling point of this particular beer. So I'm feeling that's where it all is. That's where the main selling point is. So if I'm wishing mine didn't sort of have that colour about it, I'm feeling that tastes brilliant flavour wise. It just doesn't present that well. It is quite dark. Maybe it clears out nicely. It is still a little bit young in the keg, so anyway, would have been nice if I could get it to look like that, but that's not going to happen. Once again, still in the processes of building my closed transfer keg fermenter. I feel I might just do away with the plastics and go with maybe pressure ferment and just do a direct pressure transfer to keg, so we can eliminate this. So some of my beers are starting to come out a little bit like this, starting to become quite dark, and although the flavours don't really show the fact that it's been oxidised, I might give it another week. It might clear up. It might change in appearance, and hopefully be visually appealing. I'm going to say flavour wise, aroma wise, it's absolutely spot on. So this is actually a harvest ale that we've done just recently, using the Fran Garden variety variant of the Kveik yeast, and it finished quite good. It is creamy. It's got good lacing. I'm quite happy with how it turned out. Just not the colour. So anyway, it's about this beer. ORB-X 002. Pine, melon, a little bit of apricot, but the dominating flavour and profile and aroma and so forth for this particular beer is definitely the yeast. Cheers.